Good morning. No, those are not flowers in my backyard, and it's not raining down here, but I really think the most appropriate thing for us to talk about today, if we want to finish strong, is the cliche we have that April showers bring May flowers. You have to have the right things poured into the seeds and the plants and the fruits in order to produce the harvest you want. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about finishing April strong, but we've always talked about raising your paycheck, hitting your goals. But what if what you did today would affect what happened next month and the month after and the month after? Let's dive into and look at a few things. But I want to start with giving you the opportunity right now for like 30 seconds while I banter back and forth with you a little bit. Who would you like to learn how to close the month out better? Who would you like on your team to be better prepared to have a great May because of what they did to close out April? Just tag them in the comment stream. And if you have a question, Trey's Bowden's monitoring today, and he can try and find an answer. So if you got a question, I can't stop and focus while I'm talking, but Trey can do that. So good morning, everybody. And as Trey asked, it's fun to know where you're calling in from. I know it's funny. Most of our viewers watch the recording, which is the world we live in today. But it is nice to have like an active online community be present with you. So good morning, Jill Wagner and Lisa and Paula and Sheila and Melanie. And who else do I see? Rhonda Hubbard. Rhonda Hubbard's my buddy. These flowers are for you, Rhonda. Rhonda's a flower person. She's always bright, sparkling flowers. I think she did a training recently on sunflower. We had sunflowers all over the screen. So let's dive in here a little bit. And what if that to me is like a beautiful flower, well hydrated, well nourished, just in full bloom. What does your business look like that right now? Is your business in full bloom, or what flower would describe your business right now? Is we're in spring, and I mean, you saw the azaleas at the Masters, and we've got azaleas all over our backyard, right over the lake, because we're like 45 minutes from the Masters, and we're in that same climate zone. But what would describe your business right now if you had to use a flower for the word? And actually, we just had the guy that does some of our yard work. We just put out like 20 something plants yesterday, and he put the potting soil in and the right amount of watering and the right amount of fertilizer. And we've got areas of our yard where we're looking like it's going to be beautiful in 6 months, But do you think about your business that way? Do you think about what are you doing today to make your business look amazing tomorrow? My friend Tommy Newberry, he and I wrote a book together. His book, The 4-8 Principles, a New York Times bestseller. We wrote a book on, I call Shotgun. It's about biblical principles every dad should tell their boys before they leave home. He's a great friend. But he says one thing. He says, tomorrow changes today. Tomorrow changes today. So we looked at a flower as an analogy, but what do you want your business to look like? Now you can put in the chat, what flower do you want your business to look like 6 months from now, 12 months from now? Think about, what does the future of your business look like? What does, if you kept doing the same things you're doing right now, what does the future look like? Think about that, okay? Because we're gonna close out April with a blast. Do you all remember? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I think maybe Amy Getz was the first one to share this with me, but it was the analogy of which one is more, the number of seeds in an apple or the number of apples in a seed. And I forgot the numbers, but there's huge numbers about how many apples each tree produces. I think it's 300 per year. I think that was what I heard. But anyway, if you eat the apple and do nothing with the seeds, then you've enjoyed the apple. But if the seeds in that apple get planted and reproduced, then you're going to end up with something like this, where you have apples forever and you've multiplied. And I don't want you to take it lightly, but our business is very similar. And I think maybe yes, COVID, maybe yes, a lack of leadership. I don't know what caused this, but I think a lot of us just decided we were going to isolate and do it on our own. And if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. But those of us like me and Wendy and Rhonda and some of the others that might be on the call or listening in, Jeff Roberti, Bob Burdick, we knew from the beginning that we got in this business to do it with others, not do it ourselves. And if you just do this business by yourself, you're still trading hours for dollars. You can create a customer base with a small residual income, but you're never going to build and change your family's future by doing it by yourself. You got to build a team. You know, there's biblical verses. There's a verse that says, many hands make for light work. Like the more oxen you have in the barn, the less each oxen has to work. You can get more done. You can multiply your efforts versus adding to your efforts if you build a team. And let's just pause for a minute. Maybe I'm getting off the slides for a second. But let's talk about why you got in this business. And we're actually making some videos today I think are going to be hugely helpful to you guys about recruiting, because a lot of people don't understand our business. They really don't. And most people get into our business because they find an amazing product and they say, there are a lot of people that I know that need this product. This is a great business model because this company is number one in their product category. They own that lane, and I'm going to go build a business because this is right product, right time, right company. I'm going to go do that. And we have a meeting, every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. on Zoom. We do a meeting that explains our company and our product and our business for you to bring a prospect or to share. But as we look at that business as it unfolds, people don't understand our business. But today in this marketplace, I'm not going to go into a training on our company and our business model and our product right now, but it's never been easier to get started. Number one, I think the dream and what's the right word? The desire to own your own business is as great as ever. There was a study done. You would think that socialism and those things, it kind of shut people's minds down. But last spring, not this year, but last spring, there was a study done that 73% of high school seniors, 73%, more than 7 out of 10, wanted to own their own business. They didn't want to get a job. So that goes to show you the desire is still there. And there's a zillion options. There's all these gig economy ideas, but there's nothing else out there. Number one, our business right now, because of our 30th birthday celebration, and they've extended it, it's only $10 to sign up. So the the sign up cost is nothing. It's just $10. And the other thing is that there's not another business that offers reliable, consistent income in a gig economy. You got to get back out and drive that car. You got to get back out and wash that dog. You got to get back out and babysit or nanny or whatever you do. And in our business, you can create income that'll pay you tomorrow off what you did today, next week what you did last week, next decade off what you did last decade. But you got to build a team. And every time I share the product, I'm like, the best way for you to buy this product for you and your family is you need to partner plus with our company and get the sales profit back, the commissions back. You get a bonus up front and you have the opportunity to share it. And if you got a few customers, yours would be free forever. So that makes the most sense now more than ever. So we're signing up, dozens of people are getting signed up every day because the customer is making the connection with the business model being their best path to get started. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I'm just so excited about the model right now. People are multipliers. So as we're winding up to finish this month strong, you should be getting your PVC reports, rolling your sleeves up, getting on the phone with your upline. Because remember, every person in this business has at least 5 people that are paid to help them. So if you brought in your support team, told them what the challenges are, and are all 6 of you working on solving those challenges. So that's what you need to be doing. And people, recruiting, adding people to your team, they might just be a customer to start with. Lori and I had a small vision to start with that became big. So fret not small beginnings, but if you bring people on board to help you multiply, your business is going to grow much faster. And if your target customer is a family, not an individual, I mean, your business is growing at 3 times what it should normally grow at. Okay. And we have some resources for you. So I don't want you to feel like, well, how do I find these people? Well, you just need to sit down and think and what's the right word? Stimulate your brain. Maybe you need to sip on Illuminate. How many of you have had your Illuminate today? Maybe you need to grab a glass of water, a bottle of water, a cup of hot water, however you like your Illuminate. Put that Illuminate in a cup, stir it up. Go to this resource online and begin to decide who's going to help you build your army to multiply your business. And then we have another resource that's about your memory jogger. So you go to that Who Do I Know to stimulate your mind. And while you have mental focus and clarity, sorry, my text message went off. When you have mental focus and clarity, go to the memory jogger page and begin to build that list based on using this resource to come up with the names. It will help you think of names you can't normally think of. It's just to stimulate your thought process. We used to use the yellow pages, and we'd start with, the A's, which would be agriculture and astronauts and Ace Hardware. And then you'd go to, barbers and chiropractors and doctors and exterminators and farmers and garage door salesmen. Just go through the alphabet. We made a list for you so you don't have to go to the yellow pages. Okay. So a few things I want you to think about. I want you to think about not necessarily joining my Wake Up with Kurt text. I want you to think about attacking the week. What do you do to attack the week that's in front of you? Are you just letting it happen? Or are you making it happen the way you want to make it happen? And this is not a miracle thing. This is a Monday morning. Hey, it's time to get organized, get my week started. So it's food for thought for the week to get your week started. We're not going to bombard you with text. It's one a week. So if you want to copy that information right there, send that keyword wake up to that text, to that number, 478-377-7701. You can send it to your mom if she needs it and she's not in Juice Plus, or you can send it to everybody on your team. That's going to give them a Monday morning, let's go text just to join in their business. Now, I mentioned Illuminate, and if you're going to sit down and work on your Who Do I Know and work on your memory jogger, be a perfect time to grab Illuminate to get more energy and to get focused for a few hours. Now, if you want to find out more about Illuminate, you need to go to Campbell Team Boards or whoever your upline NMD is, go to their board, and there's going to be a Illuminate section on there under what's new and lots of resources. But it's one of our most successful product launches in history. It's our first venture into the cognitive world, and mental health is certainly a buzzword, and people would love to have that energy, focus, and clarity, but not from a pharmaceutical, not from a chemical, from a natural plant-based resource, because we are the company, the number one plant-based nutrition company in the world, and we're going to own each category we go into. So go to boards for more information. Call your upline if you can't get boards working. If you're not using boards, you need to spend an hour and learn how to do that, because it's worth it. You need to have it on your phone. It makes life so easy. Maybe I should have shown this slide before. You need to rip it, tip it, sip it, work on your Who Do I Know, work on your memory jogger, or sit down at lunch with somebody, sit down on the bench at a pickleball court, in the golf cart on a golf course, in the stadium bleachers at a ball game. Pull one out, hand them a bottle of water, and say, hey, try this. Rip it, tip it, and sip it. It'll give you focus, clarity, and energy. We're so excited about it. I just wanted you to try it. So here's what's going on right now to help you close out the month with Illuminate. We have something called Operation Illumination going on, which you're going to be Illuminate launcher if you get 3 orders. That could be your orders, third-party orders, any orders that go through your number. There's a drawing for 300. You place 6 orders, a drawing for 600, and then the top 3 partners with the most Juice Plus Illuminate orders are going to get like Illuminate Legend status, which is going to give you $1,000, a name brand item of your choice, like an Apple iPad, Caraway cookware, Dyson Airwrap, lots of options. Okay. So that's going to be something to plug into. That's on your boards app also. And my book, if you want to get it, it's on Audible now. A lot of people wanted it on Audible, so we spent the money and time and resources to put it on Audible, so you can get that there. Blue Ridge Boot Camp. If you've never been to the Blue Ridge Boot Camp, yes, I am biased, but I promise you it's at one of the most beautiful destinations in the world for a boot camp. It's in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and just the Saturday night party is worth the weekend. It's in a pavilion. Those of you that have been, comment here in the post. Is our Saturday night event. It's boots, blue jeans, and barbecue, and we have vegan options too. But it's cowboy hats, boots, and blue jeans, and we have an amazing meal. We have a sunset venue for pictures, and we have a DJ, and we dance the night away. So it's fun. And we've got amazing speakers: Wendy Campbell, Shelley Mackey, Bob and Deanna Christofferson, Dr. Jan Roberto, and there's more. I'm leaving somebody out, I'm sure. But we're going to have an amazing, amazing boot camp. Okay. So that is, and it's 75% full. We did something special, which created a lot of tickets to be sold early, BlueRidgeBootCamp.com. But last month, the first week, people could buy tickets and they could make 4 installment payments. That 4 installment payment is gone. But if you sign up now and get one of these last 25% of the tickets, you can do a 3 payment plan where you can make a payment in April, May, and June. Okay. So check that out. And that's going on right now. You can go to BlueRidgeBootCamp.com. Now, this is something, let me just teach, this is not a promotion. Let me teach you how to use this. There are how many are left of us today? There are 2 of these calls still left. Sharon did one last night. And it was great. Mike Ewald was on there with her, Dr. Candace Corson. But Reagan Dean's doing the call tomorrow night. And then David and Abby Nolan are doing the call on the 30th of April. And we'll have May's calendar out soon. But this is a 20-minute Zoom call where the hosts are sharing about the company, why they made a decision to join the company, the product, how the product's impacted their life. And there's usually a story on there about the product. And then our business model, how it works, and then 5 options to get started. If you've got somebody that's interested, this will close them on $10 to join, just like that. So you want to utilize these calls. Maybe you're not a good closer. Make sure you're taking advantage of that. Okay, we're going to have our start well first, start the month, get started right. On the 15th, we're going to have how to build a team with a breakthrough product. We're going to talk about how do you use a new product that's a breakthrough in its category to build your team. How do you take a product, share it, record, and okay. And let's see, a couple more things and we'll be done. I want you to understand this principle before you get off the phone and when you're trying to close out your business this month. I know we love Luminate. I know we love Juice Plus, and it's the #1 most researched product in the world, and none of us want to be without that in our bodies every day. But that may have overwhelmed you, and it may have become your strategy with your business too. This product's amazing. I got to share the product with Susie, Sam, Tom, John. But remember why you got in this business. You got in this business to build a faithful, reliable, consistent income for your family. You wanted to stop trading hours for dollars. So here's your mindset you must have to go forward and accomplish what you just started to accomplish. If you go out and your focus and your mindset is on how many customers, who's my next customer going to be, you may get a bunch of customers, but you may never get the 5 people you need to build your business to create that consistent, reliable, faithful income. You need to shift your mindset and wake up every day until you find those 5 people. You need 5 leaders, 5 sales coordinators on your team to reach national marketing director, to get the benefits, to get the expense allowance, to get the tuition reimbursement, to get the things our company offers that nobody else offers. You need those 5 people. Wake up, and your mission every day is to find those 5 people, to bring them in your business, to make them a part of your team. All of them are not going to say yes to the business. Some of them are going to just be customers. You can't explain the business without explaining the product. So if your goal is to wake up every day and go find those 5 people, you're still going to get customers, but you're going to find those 5 people and build your business to national marketing director. If your focus is to go get the next customer, you may never find one of those 5 people. Change your mindset to what is your job? What is your focus in this business? To go out and find the 5 people that are going to be the leaders on my team until I found the 5 and don't stop. Okay. All these events are detailed and located at makealife.com/calendar. And you can join us at any time. Our website's got a lot of resources on it. Join us on Facebook here every month, 3 times a month. But thanks for joining today. We appreciate you and look forward to some amazing videos about recruiting and building and doing your business that are going to be on our website very soon. We're going to shoot some of those today. So thanks for joining us. Have a